Do you have those nights where you have a bunch of ingredients in the fridge, but you don't really have a plan, and you just want to make a tasty, delicious meal, and you don't really want to have to think about it? Well, stick around because I'm going to show you one way that I approach that helps me now. Greetings and welcome to, or welcome back to PB with Jay. Here on the channel, we focus on all things plant-based goodness, and today, I'm going to take this giant assortment of stuff that I just pulled out of the fridge, and I'm going to show you a little tool that I have created that helps me make meals like this now. It is an app called Adapo, and this is something I've made. I worked with an awesome company. I'll give you some tips and techniques throughout this video that if you don't want to get the app, you don't have to get the app, but it's definitely something that has been changing the way I approach cooking in our house. And especially if you're not adept to doing all the stuff that I do in this channel, making swaps, all that kind of stuff, this can really help you to, amp up your knowledge. So what you can do with this app, when you log in, you're gonna go through a whole intake and you're gonna let it know all about your preferences and how you eat and all that kind of stuff. But my favorite aspect of this is I can just pop over into the coaching section at any point and I can say, here's a bunch of groceries that I have. I wanna make a delicious, tasty, plant-based meal. I have 30 minutes to 1 hour to cook with. And I can also include grains and spices that are not shown here. And I realized that my voice app got the numbers wrong, so I'll change that. So now you can use the little plus symbol, and you can either do a photo live, you can take a photo, or choose from the library. So I did take a photo of this already, but let's see what happens when I just pull out and do it live from the app. And so this already has all of my preferences in here. It knows I'm plant-based. It knows that my wife is gluten-free. So it has given me, here's a quick idea for a plant-based stir-fry bowl that's packed with flavor, color, and texture. You can use your tofu or chickpeas for protein. Here's our step-by-step process. You know what? I don't want to have a stir-fry. And you know what I was hoping to do, actually? I would actually prefer to make a bowl with a green goddess dressing using the herbs that are in the photo. And I'll cook some brown rice to go with it. Period. So let me know what I can do to these chickpeas to roast them and make them taste better, and which vegetables I should pair with this. Period. I don't need to use everything that's in the photo. Here's the thing that really shocks me about this app, and I know I spent months developing it, so I shouldn't be shocked by this, but the fact that it saw that I have cilantro and dill in my pile here, that it just recognized that from the photo, still blows my mind. So it does give me the option here for olive oil, but it also says I can skip if I'm oil free. You can set those preferences inside of the app for yourself. And it's giving me all the different options that I can use. So for the green goddess dressing, it's saying to use the cilantro blended with lemon juice, a little garlic, spoonful of tahini or avocado, and a splash of water. Okay, great. So give me the dressing recipe. How do I quick pickle onions? I want to use the silken tofu as part of the green goddess dressing. Period. Give me a recipe for the green goddess dressing as well as a recipe for the chickpeas, and pick 3 vegetables to go with it from my photo. Okay, silken tofu, cilantro, dill, lemon juice, garlic, olive oil, orgo water-free, or aquafaba if you want. That's balanced. It's got fat in there, it's got acid. And for the goddess dressing, we're gonna blend everything together in the magic bullet. So this is the important part, is you gotta taste it, right? Your tastes are gonna change based on mine, based on Mary Sue's, based on Karen's, especially based on Karen's. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of perfect the way it is. But now, like, the nice thing is I've got a little bit of extra of everything, right? So if I wanted more not more basil, I ran out of basil, but I could put more dill in there, which I might do. I feel like there's enough lemon in there. I don't know, it's kind of perfect. I kind of don't want to mess with it. Wow, that came out like a banger from the get-go. I'm gonna leave that. The most important thing with an app like this is let it know what you did and give it some feedback, because it's gonna learn and help you in the future to make better dishes. I'm gonna pat down these chickpeas. We're gonna toss them in some aquafaba along with the paprika, the garlic powder, the cumin. You know, here's the thing too with an app like this, it's gonna learn your preferences as you go along. So if I went in and told this, I want bolder flavors, I want more spices, it'll adjust that for you. And it'll learn that about you going along. I'm actually gonna pivot a little bit because I'm down a baking sheet because someone put something on the baking sheet that shouldn't have been on there and it got melted on. So I have to buy a new baking sheet at some point. So I'm gonna use the air fryer for the chickpeas. So for that, I'm preheating it at 400 degrees Fahrenheit because basically the general math is if you're using an air fryer, adjust the timing and temperature by about 25%. That's what I use for me. Your air fryer might be a little bit different. I'm gonna throw them in the air fryer and then we're gonna roast them until they're crispy. I'm guessing it's gonna take 15 to 20 minutes, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it because I don't know. That's the real thing. It's like when you're cooking from a recipe, the timings, they're guessing as best they can. Your appliances are always gonna be different from theirs. You gotta keep an eye on your vegetables and your legumes and everything else. It's suggesting the sweet potato, the kale, and the red cabbage. I wanna use the zucchini, a pepper, and some mushrooms. Let me know how I should roast those. And I don't wanna use oil. I wanna use aquafaba instead. It's at aquafaber. Hopefully it'll figure that out. Did it? It did. Yeah, and it's gonna give me all the suggestions I need to roast the vegetables. 425, 20 to 25 minutes. So what's great about that is it lets me know that I can make the chickpeas and the vegetables basically at the same time. So as I started to grab stuff, I realized I really want to use these beets up. So I quickly went back to it and I said, you know what? I actually don't want to use the cilantro because I want to save that for a recipe I'm making later on this week. I want to use basil instead. And I want to add the beets to the recipe. Can you reconstruct them and give them to me again? And it did. And then I saw that the basil wasn't in there and I got a little annoyed. Then I realized I didn't type the basil into it. So I asked it to change it again. It did it. And I actually asked it, will this taste okay? Like, will the basil and the dill go together? And it gave me an assessment of that. And then it put it all together for me. And then asked me if I wanted to give it all completely again together so I had it all in place. So I just love how interactive this is, and you can change your mind and it'll give you things again. It'll put it all together again so you don't forget it all. Very intuitive, very, very helpful. This is the app I wish I'd had when I started eating whole food plant-based. So we're gonna slice our zucchini into half moons, into thick rounds. We're gonna cut the peppers into strips. And we're gonna quarter the mushrooms. So here's the trick to the beets before someone yells at me for not using my wooden cutting board for this. I don't wanna stain it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna peel the beets, and then because they're a much firmer vegetable, you gotta cut them pretty small. We're gonna dice them really, really tiny so they cook at the same time as all of these. If we cut them too big, they're not gonna cook all the way through. Even like, I'm throwing these in. This is kind of a last minute thought. I'm like, we have these beets, I want to use them up. So cut them nice and small and they should roast along the same time, the same increments, but keep them small, like half an inch kind of cube. That's what we're gonna go for here. And we are going to toss that with some aquafaba, some salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, paprika, and maybe some of these dried herbs. I also have some basil here, so I might cut that up and put it on top. And we're gonna cook some rice in the Instant Pot. Not gonna do anything special with that. I'll rinse it out, put it on setting. All in all, it's gonna take some chopping time. I'd say this is the kind of meal I should be able to start right now and have on the table in about 40 to 45 minutes. The recipe ingredients I'm giving you should make a solid 4 servings, but you'll notice my increments look bigger because I'm making double the recipe because I want to have leftovers for lunch tomorrow. That's the biggest trick. If you want a quick lunch, make a dinner you can have for leftovers. And this one's perfect because I can still store everything separately, like the rice and the vegetables and the sauce, and then just warm them up individually and then put them together fresh. So it doesn't just get gloopy or gross like that. Those beets actually roasted kind of perfectly. I'm really, really happy with how this has turned out. But other than that, we're ready to go. I'm gonna fluff the rice when it's ready. I'm gonna clean it up, I'm gonna put some music on. I'm gonna dance around a little bit, as you do. Yeah, this was a really stress-free dinner. I was worried about what I was gonna do tonight. But luckily, I can just throw some random ideas into the app and let it figure it out for me. One of the things I love about what this app can do is that if you've got certain things that you want to do, like say you're like, I'm trying to add more protein to my meals, more fiber, whatever it is, you can tell it to do that as well. You can be really specific by the amount of grams too per serving, and it'll help you give you some suggestions for that as well based on your needs.
Am I rating it?
Oh, you can.
I think it's a B because it's a bowl. I don't really like bowls.
But how are the flavors?
Tastes like any other bowl we would ever have. I don't know. Our bowls are not really consistent. They're kind of all over the place, so.
Yeah. So it's alright though?
It's aight. Yeah, it's fine.
I like the sauce. What do you think?
Yeah, it's good. I think we've had this before.
That's funny. It is trained on my brain.
Like, if I was like, hey, Jerry, why don't we have bowls for dinner? This is probably what I would expect that you would make.
Fair enough.
Is that good or bad?
That's good, but the sauce, like, what I liked about using it was I was able to like make stuff up as I went along. And I was like, you know what? Instead of parsley, I want to use basil. I was like, okay, adjust this, adjust that. It adjusted the amount of
That's cool.
dill that went in instead.
That's good.
I wanted to roast the chickpeas, so it told me how long, and all that kind of stuff, which I normally would burn them if I was left to my own devices. And even the beets are cooked. It told me the size to cut the beets, so they could all cook together. Mine are-
Bye. Like what?
Some of the beets are cooked.
Oh, really?
No, they all are.
Mine are all.
Yeah, bro, your bowl is weird. Something's going on with your bowl. It's
Yeah,
spicy.
your bowl is spicy. Well, maybe some of the bigger pieces didn't cook all the way through, but that's just because I didn't cut them consistently. But
It happened to me last week when I cooked the beets in the Instant Pot. One of them was like hard when the others were perfectly cooked. So I think the beets are old. You know, they have grocery store beets.
That's true. Anyway, I'm going to call this a success.
Yeah.
Chickpeas and beets in the same meal should be a crime.
Okay, noted. How's the sauce?
Needs more acid.
Needs more acid.
Like more lemon?
Yeah.
You can sprinkle some more lemon on top.
Or lime.
Yeah, there you go. This is where if you're Ephraim, you can be like, I want more acid, and I'll probably tell you to put more lemon in. Or don't ever put chickpeas and beets together. And it'll remember that for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are interested in getting the Adapo app, the QR code is on the screen right now. You can get it over there. Let me know what you think of it. If you have any thoughts, if you have any notes, it's an app, so it's going to continually to evolve, but it's in a really great place already. And from the people that have been giving me feedback since we launched it on day one, it has been people's new favorite app, and I'm really happy to hear that, because basically I've designed it to be me in your pocket. So if that's something you want, check it out there. If you enjoyed this video, let us know in the comments down below. Hit that like button, let YouTube know to share it with other people, and subscribe for more videos like this. And since you're still here, YouTube's got this video all queued up for you to enjoy right here. Thanks.